We have collector's rares, ultra rares, and super rares for Tactical Masters. Don't make 30% guys and not smash to the ever-living crap out of that subscribe button. Smash it so we can climb up the 100K ladder here. Alright, so what you're going to see on your screen is our composition of everything that we know right now out of Tactical Masters. Now, I'm not going to speak very highly on the Valiance archetype, alright? It's cool that the Pendulum archetype that we're getting here has some relatively cool interactions, but the problem with the archetype as a whole was, in the OCG, it initially didn't do much. There was a little splash engine that you could do with it in terms of, like, the field spells, and then, you know, with the Pendulum Sorcerer here. But I think a lot of people are looking at this set in a very passive way because of that. And one Ultra has already been confirmed to be the blue from that archetype, along with a Collector's Rare on the other side of this image here that is also confirmed in Collector's Rare. Now, one of the more interesting cards in the set, the Tactical Wars, the Place of Beginnings. This is the one that lets you add a Valiance field spell from your deck to your hand, and then you can apply an effect of destroy a Pendulum monster you control, and if you do, you can add a Senate Switch. This is actually kind of cool because, like, having this archetype be able to pull Senate Switch in and have it be usable within the archetype was really cool in my opinion. Now, down here in the bottom is the picture of the Droll and Logbird. And yes, I know it looks like it was taken on a toaster. Droll is in this set as a rare and as a collector's rare. Good stuff, Konami. I actually am very happy to see that we are getting Droll and Logbird reprints, because Droll should not be at the price point it is, right? Konami's doing a fantastic job in this set, you know, making sure that we'll be able to get these cards all available to us in the rarities that we need to see these at, all right? And that's a very good thing on Konami's part here, ladies and gentlemen. So I'll take it, all right? It's actually some good stuff out here that we'll be able to see that here. And then, of course, we have the Runic field spell, and then we have the Labyrinth Monster out here as well. And to be perfectly honest with you, I actually quite like the way that the Labyrinth Monster looks. Like, honestly, as an ultra rare, I'm perfectly fine with having that card look that way. Now, those are the ones I'm super most excited about, at least to start things off here, with the Runic Ultra, of course, being the headliner to me. The big stuff here, holy crap, Anti-Spell Fragrance Collector's Rare. You know, the only highest rarity that we really had for Anti-Spell Fragrance up through this point was honestly just the original secret rare. I mean, yeah, you had some dual terminal copies floating around, but like they weren't necessarily too crazy in terms of, you know, expected value. And Anti-Spell also gets that reprint here in the nice rare. All right, so you have two bangers back to back here in terms of value, in my opinion. Man, if you're opening up these packs, you're going to have free Droll and Logbird chick contendies out here. You're going to have free anti-spell money just several months down the line. And I do think this confirms the fact that we're not going to see those two particular cards getting touched anytime in the future. Yeah, I know it's strange. People want to see anti-spell gone, but they just reprinted it, right? Gotta stop the Pendulum archetype, right? We also see that Momoka, the Valiance Fusion, is in here. You know, I guess. Runic Tip is the name of the searcher for Runic. Now, as I'm making this video, I have not seen a few of the CRs. A few of them have kind of teleported out here, and we've missed them, but alright. We've also got Imperial Iron Wall in here as a rare, which, okay, you know, to be honest with you, Imperial Iron Wall did need another reprint. It is one of those cards that, like, while you might not immediately have it, it's definitely good for the budget players up here. You also see Adriana, the Labyrinth Servant, in Collector's Rare. The bottom of it almost looks a little bit gold rare at little angles, but I really do like the art for that thing. And then, of course, we just got confirmation here that Hoogan is in fact an ultra. We did see the giant card for this quite some time ago show up at events, and you know, we already knew that this was going to be an ultra rare, but it is still very, very nice to see in like the grand scheme of things here what we're working with here. So very happy with Runic Tip. The anti-spell is just absolute flavor, in my opinion. You know, when we were looking at Servant stuff originally, we all kind of had a feeling that that was going to end up being, you know, the choice of things that we would end up seeing here. So it's pretty much on point here. Now, as we advance here, Rooney Galore, which is the spell card that basically facilitates the deck, the thing that speeds up the overall process here, with the whole thing of every time a quick play spell card is activated, you proc the additional, you know, banish off the top of the opponent's deck. All right, and I think, to be honest with you, it is absolutely absurd that it's only a rare. I mean, to be fair, you only play it as a one-of. A lot of the runic stuff did place into very weird spots, in my opinion. Golden Droplets is the one your opponent draws and you banish for. Not a super big fan of that, but the two big utility ones, Freezing Curses down here, target effect monster your opponent controls negate its effects until the end of the turn and then banish the top 3 cards of your opponent's deck. So you have a quick play effect veiler that can punish the opponent, which I think a few people are going to look at that and go, okay. And then we have the Runic Flashing Fire up here, which is target one of your opponent's special summon monsters, and then destroy it, all right, and then banish 2 cards on top of your opponent's deck. Now remember, the whole Runic archetype also has the favorite ability of mine, where you can, every one of those spell cards can special summon something to the extra monster zone from the extra deck, all right? It's a special summon Runic monster from your extra deck to the extra monster zone. So every spell card within the archetype facilitates vroom, 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 gotta go fast. We also have Gary down here. Gary's just a nice little guy that says can't be destroyed by card effects, and then he also facilitates the popping of additional resources. Good card. And then up here, we have Lovely Labyrinth. Why would the waifu of this set not get a collector's rare? Come on now. We definitely saw this one coming, ladies and gentlemen. Waifu tax in this set, because when you look at the set, I think a lot of people are going to look at the set and go, oh, I don't care about this set, which is fine. Collectors are in this set, I think, are going to go up over time. Then we have Labyrinth down here. If you activate a set Welcome Labyrinth, normal trap card, you can add the additional effect to the card on resolution, which is also, after that, destroy 1 card on the field. Now, that's honestly what makes the Labyrinth archetype so good for being like a little bit of a slower control deck here, in terms of what it wants to do, because you just kind of snowball your overall advantage to get things going. But overall here, once again, I'm extremely happy, man. Seeing Lovely Labyrinth here and like the gloss off of the card looks so amazing. Like, good stuff, Konami. Now, what do we got here? We got another picture of Drone Lockbird up here to kind of show you guys a little bit better of an angle with it. I can only do so much here, man. We also have Moonin up here, which is going to be the facilitator of the extra life points for the deck. Welcome Labyrinth. I did not see a lot of these be pulled. I'm not going to scare everybody and say short print, but man, oh man, it definitely didn't feel like it was in full swing here. Whew. We also got Collector's Rare Scapegoat down here, which I'm actually very fine with this as well. And now means that you can have all of the highest crazy rarities that you want for all of your scapegoats that you could ever actually want. Trap Trick comes in here in Collector's Rare. Finally, I know there's been a whole bunch of arguments with people going, you know, it's not going to be in here. And then boom, you blink and you're like, wow, you know, Trap Trick is in here. Yeah, they did it, ladies and gentlemen. They did it. And we also saw that Astrograph Sorcerer creeped in here as a collector's rare as well. Didn't necessarily see that one coming, but Astrograph did get a nice little place in here. So overall, in terms of your rares, I mean, Book of Eclipse is good. Scapegoat, Compulse, Trap Trick, Droll Knockbird is definitely awesome. Malice Lady Laminate is okay. Cosmic Cyclone might be a collector's rare. Still waiting on confirmation on that. We also see Anti-Spell Fragrance in here getting collector's rares. Overall, I think the rares in this set are absolutely amazing. I think collector's rare Droll Knockbird, a few people are already comparing it to Gamma at this point, which, I mean, I guess I can see that. You know what I mean? Like, we saw First Ed Gammas blew up through the ceiling at some of the craziest numbers out there. But, you know, in terms of long term, I don't think the set's going to get a reprint for those key First Eds. But if it's anything, you know, like our predecessors out here, who knows? You know, Pankratops is only held at 130 for the American copies for how long at this point? So that is Tactical Masters. What do you guys think? Please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you think. Make sure you guys smash the crap out of that subscribe button. See your beautiful faces back here later today, guys. Peace out. Patrons, Ugh.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.